morning, all. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Thursday, and we're now at the 29th of April, 2021, and we're sitting here at about 8:30 a.m., and that is daylight savings time. New highs in the stock market. Why? Well, the markets absorbed yesterday's Fed, where the Fed held its line, and the Fed said it wants inflation. Gold isn't buying into that argument for whatever reason. The market is looking here, got up near 1790. I see strong resistance, as I pointed out, in the end of the day wrap-ups in the 1800 level, and the market's just backing away. It's not about gold. I mean, the dollar isn't rallying much. The euro is very, very stable this morning. We had GDP come out in its stellar numbers. As I was telling you, the trade was looking for that, and they got it. Energy prices staying strong. Why? Well, if you take a look at Europe, they committed to buying nearly 2 billion doses of the Pfizer BioNTech, and I'll show that in a minute for you. India is still a hot spot. Brazil's getting better. So these are the things you're watching. I'm wondering if we haven't seen the crescendo high in the 10-year and the 30 years. The futures were rallying and you were dropping real rates, and now that creeping process begins again. And in the grain market, looks to me like the market wants to see if there are real problems as the planting season gets on before the markets add a lot more to the value there. As we look at the jobless claims data, they were not as good as the market was looking for. Only down 13,000. They came in at 553. The market was looking at 528. GDP, just go to the headline numbers. 6.4%. You're about where you were. These are stellar numbers. There's everything good about them as you go through each part of it. So that looks good. We get the National Association of Realtors pending home sales. That comes out at 9 this morning. We're going to get the EIA report in a little bit, and that'll tell us what the natural gas looks like. But export business is excellent in liquefied natural gas. The European economic numbers came out better. They expected it down 8.1 in the confidence. That's what they got, which is better than March's reading. But from there, when you start with the industrial and the services confidence, they look good. In the overall number here, the economic sentiment, well, that jumped a whopping from the 102 expectation to 110.3. And here's something that I think is helping the price of oil today. European Union buying 1.8 doses of the Pfizer BioNTech. I wouldn't want to be AstraZeneca. They're going to be getting sued by the European Union and embattled in lawsuits for years to come over their non-delivery of the products they were supposed to deliver. So you put it all together, you've got one heck of an interesting morning already, a lot of volatility coming in. But as you hit these Bollinger Bands in certain markets, learn how to work with them. You might want to take a look at this. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.